Okay, hello. How is everybody? Good to be here once again. Hope everyone's had a great weekend. Jane and I certainly have done. We went to see her sister over in Ireland for the weekend to enjoy some Irish festivities. It's a bank holiday actually over there. They celebrate Halloween, and so they have an extra bank holiday or day off on Monday. So we went over and had a very, very good time. Very wet, but even so, we had a great time. So that's why I wasn't around at the weekend to do any lives and all the rest of it. As far as Onpassive is concerned, I haven't got anything new for you, I'm afraid. Obviously, we are still logging into our ecosystems on a daily basis to get any information. And this is the only place that we will get any official information unless we are told differently. This is where we will find out what the next steps, stages, or corporate webinars, etc., is going to be. So keep logging in on a daily basis. Colonel Daniel Lee, thank you so much for your super sticker, my friend. Very kind of you. Now, obviously, I'll try and bring something to the table that might be of use and helpful to you. And today's is Yes, We Hear You. Why have I used this topic? Because I think it's really important to be as open, honest as we possibly can with each other as far as Onpassive is concerned. And I get an awful lot of emails, messages from people basically asking what's going on, why we haven't heard from our CEO yet, and really a lot of other things as well that I don't particularly want to go into. So I think it really is important to acknowledge that we are listening to what you guys are saying. We do hear what you have to say, but there is a lot more to just hearing what people have to say. And the topic I want to come on to today is actually listening. And why do I want to bring up how the benefits of listening is, as far as not just yourself personally, but also for Onpassive as well. Now, before I get into the benefits of it, as far as Onpassive is concerned, let's just go over a few things as far as what Mr. AI says the benefits of listening are. Listening is a skill that can be improved and practiced, and it has many benefits. And some of these benefits really are worth taking note of. Why? Because even though there might be a lot of anxiety at the moment, there might be frustration at the moment, and there might be other things going on in people's lives that is making it harder for them to run day by day waiting for Onpassive. Part of what the benefits of listening is that it helps a lot better when you are listening to other people. It really does benefit you in all sorts of ways when your mind is taken off scenarios that are giving you anxiety. So one of the benefits then is when you listening or you listen to people, it certainly does build trust, and listening can help build trust and strong relationships. It can also help you feel more relaxed and self-aware. Now, I certainly believe that building of trust has been going on throughout the 6-year journey of Onpassive. You know, we are a very strong community now. Is that community getting larger at the moment? No, I actually think that community is getting smaller at the moment. Why? Because people just naturally fall off or fall away from the outside. Maybe they haven't got the resilience that so many of us have as far as our belief and staying the course of Onpassive is. Does it really matter? Not to us, it doesn't. And I am confident that these people will come back round again anyway in the future. But I also firmly believe that by staying the course and sticking with it, we will be the main beneficiaries of Onpassive when we get going again. When that's going to be, I have no idea. And when people say to me, surely you must know what's going on, Red, the answer is none of us do, not even Marty and not even Chris. It is certainly questions that we do not ask our CEO if and when we ever have contact with him. Why? Because he's always said that he'll do it or die, and he will certainly do it in his own time. You only have to read the last pop-up that's there for everyone to read, and it says quite clearly at the end that he pays no heed to what people think and say. So you either believe in this journey, believe in what Onpassive is going to be doing, or you go and find and do something else, and then you will be coming back round. But listening helps in all sorts of ways. Also helps in learning. The more you listen, the more you learn, funny enough. Why? Because you are listening to what somebody else has to say. It is a fundamental way to learn and assimilate new ideas. It can also improve your reading comprehensions and academic performances. It also helps to improve your communication. You know what they say? Some of the best speakers are the best listeners. Why? Because it can help you understand what others are thinking and feeling, and that then you can help you avoid the misunderstanding that there might be when you are saying something before you've listened. It can also help you identify problems and anticipate them before you open your mouth. It also helps to improve your health, believe it or not. Listening can improve your health by helping you to be more conscious of the sounds around you and of your own health. Listening to your body. Have you ever heard that expression? That is one of the things about listening, isn't it? You need to take heed of some of the sounds that you hear from your own body. It also helps you be a better leader. Very, very important to activate listening. Activate listening can help you become a better leader by helping you identify and recognizing others' performances. It can also help you make better decisions and be more productive with what you are doing. Now, I've certainly listened to a lot of you people, and this is why I try and bring something to the table if I have no Onpassive news. Why? Because I respect your time. I respect you turning up here on a daily basis. I respect that you are giving me your time, and I try my hardest to make sure that in return, hopefully, I am bringing something of value to the table that may, in some, inspire, help, guide, feel positive, upbeat, uplift. All of these terminologies is really what I am striving to do with my daily lives. I don't want it just to be, I've got no news, that's it, bye-bye. You know, I want to be able to bring something to the table. Do I wish I could bring fantastic news updates about Onpassive and where we're going and what we're doing and different things in the websites and the products and the services? Of course, that's what I love nothing more than doing. But whilst we are waiting to hear news from our CEO, I'm trying to be as productive and as helpful as I possibly can with bringing something of value to the table with these topics. And obviously today's topics is we hear you and we are listening to you. It also helps within relationships. Obviously, listening can help you strengthen bonds with others and maintain connections. It can also help you feel more included and reassured within it. What are some of the skills? Avoid interrupting others. How many of us listen to a very short period of what someone's got to say and then jump in halfway through before they've finished? That is not listening, is it? That is you saying, I've had enough of listening to you now. I want to talk about myself. That is not how it is at all. You need to maybe show a little bit more appreciation of what somebody else has got to say. Also show supportive behaviors within these techniques and ask specific and open-ended questions to get that conversation going so you can listen a little bit more. Listening without passing judgment is also a very good trait that you should have. Why? Because at the end of the day, everybody has problems, and you should be able to be a person that somebody can talk to without being judged about what they are saying. Way too many of us listen, but we judge somebody on what we hear. Maybe that person just needs an ear to sound off to, or so that they can get something off their chest. Hang on, let me just don't block me if you are right. Well, I'm afraid we have no negativity in this. See you later. Learn program with Mahit. Not having that in my channel. I apologize, by the way, if people think it's okay to come onto my chat and say the things that he was saying. Anyway, let's move on. Paraphrasing and summarizing is not the way to listen. You know, how many people do you know that when you are listening to somebody and somebody said, well, what did they say? You actually don't say or tell the correct story. How many times have we seen that within Onpassive when our CEO has spoken to us and he has given up his time to tell us what's going on, and then we see it in social media, the paraphrasing and the shortening of what has been said, and it certainly does bend that truth. I won't say they tell lies, but it certainly does change the dynamics of what and how he said it. And the last one is the most important one is when you are listening to somebody, guess what you should do? Make eye contact. Why? Because it reassures people. It makes them know that you are fully engrossed with what they have to say. All these things I'm telling you now help within delivering things that you might have to say with others. Tricks of the book, I suppose, is one of the best words I can use. But certainly being a good listener is one of the very best attributes that you can possibly have. It makes you a much better person if you have that ability to be able to listen without being judgmental to what somebody else has got to say. That does not mean that people can be aggressive towards you verbally. It does not mean that people can literally have carte blanche to say whatever they want to say to you without you reacting to them. Every single person that I know who is engaged in Onpassive in a positive manner are here because we are trying our very best to do something good. We are not here to be a burden on anybody else. We are here because we want Onpassive to work as much as our CEO Ash Mufareh wants it to work. Why? Because we know the benefits of what Onpassive will do, not only to the world, but also to ourselves individually. We all have our own individual plans of what we're going to do when Onpassive gets going. And this is why I firmly believe it's that the speakers of Onpassive are as passionate as they are. Why? Because they want to do the right things and have Onpassive as the vehicle to get them to where they want to go. Anyway, guys, I thought I'd bring that to table for you today. Tonight it will be 1 p.m. Eastern, which is 7 p.m. for the UK. I'm on with Andy Burks on OP Digital Blueprint. I hope and I think that Collins will be there as well, and maybe somebody else as well. So please, if you can, put a bit of time aside to pop on to us there. Jane, as you can see in the background, is back here with us. She will be back on Monday for another Monday Fun Day, and she will certainly update you all on the time that we have had over in Ireland and some other bits and pieces as well that we can bring to the table. As always, guys, if I hear anything, you will all be the first to hear it. Last thing before I go, if you haven't seen it yet, yesterday's live that Marty and Chris did was very, very good. Never give up. Very good live. It really should inspire you to stay the course. I've said this time and time again about staying the course. It is so very important, guys, to see this one through. And I think you should owe it to yourself to do exactly that. Can I tell you to stay? No, I can't tell you to stay. All I'm doing is saying, I think you would regret it if you didn't. Anyway, that's it from me. Speak to you all very, very soon. Bye for now.